Hello!
Sorry. Hello and welcome.
That was a sickly cough.
That was, I breathed the air wrong. Welcome to Winesday, episode 102.
You always lean away like I'm gonna hurt you.
Just very loud. It's very loud. Just exceptionally loud. That's all. NBD. NBD. Oh, I need to go this way? Need to be in Eric's lap?
Both of you may slide a little bit.
Oh, okay, I need to slide as well. That's what she said.
Why would she say that?
I don't know.
You don't know how that game works. Oh,
No,
my chair is
I
back.
really don't. You're all wonky. We're having
Wait a minute.
issues. We're having lots of issues. So happy Winesday. Welcome Casey and Annette and Sherry and Trish. Hello.
Hello. Pip pip cheerio. Oh my.
I feel like I can't do an accent because it encourages you to do an accent.
Hello, Karen
It's like
and
egging you
Nicole
on.
and Trish and Holly and Gina and Tracy.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, I'm shedding.
You're shedding.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hello from Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile.
Mobile. Is that how you say it? It's not mobile.
I don't
kidding.
think that is the oil company from there? No. They have oil in Alabama?
I don't know. I've never been to Alabama. I have no idea.
I've driven through it.
I don't know if I've driven through it, but I've never stopped. Love to come, just not a very well-traveled individual. I was going to say human being.
Human being.
I don't know where I was going with that.
Human person.
Human person. So welcome to Winesday. Cheers.
Yay.
We are having some cranberry juice tonight to celebrate my birthday kidney stones. So yay for me!
In case you were wondering, kidney stones suck.
Yes, they absolutely do. They stink big time. I can also tell you that while writhing in pain the evening the kidney stone was upon me, my husband thought that I was inviting him into the bedroom. The boudoir, because he's like...
Okay, you were not in pain.
He's like, you're up in the middle of the night? We should
I got something
chat.
for that.
I got something for that. And I was like, no, I might die. I'm in pain. And then it was, oh, you didn't feel so good? Yeah, so...
Well, he realized eventually
yeah.
that you were...
After several of these... And I said, I'm a pass, okay? And then a pass to kidney stone. So anyway, all right.
You share a birthday with
her,
Emily's 9-year-old puppy.
Thank you. It's a great day.
Oh my gosh, Trey wants to adopt one of Paisley's sisters, and I was like, no.
He's crazy.
That's
He's
what I
lost
said.
his mind.
I said no.
All right. Happy birthday to my kidney stones. Thank you, Charlotte. Thanks for having a glass of wine for me on Winesday, because I am not. At least I like cranberry juice. Could I put vodka in this?
I do enjoy
No.
cranberry juice. And it's usually only a drink that you drink like with alcohol or when you have a UTI. But I enjoy it.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to drink this because it's high in potassium.
It is. And you have an electric... Oh, God.
What? What'd you do?
She did the weird tongue thing.
What is the matter with
It's like a lizard.
All right, so let's just go ahead and jump on in here because we've got some stories.
Dive on in.
Let's dive on in. We've got some stories for you. No fun. I hope you feel better too. Heather has had 4 kidney stone surgeries for the love.
You've never had to have a surgery,
No,
right?
I've peed them all out.
Got them all out.
Yeah, but that's because it means they're small enough. So that's what she said. All right. So apparently there is this Detroit-style pizzeria. This is funny. Detroit-style pizzeria in New York. So everybody's always trying to get New York-style pizza, but in New York you go and you can find
like
a
Detroit-style
Detroit-style pizza. That's fine.
What is a Detroit?
What is Detroit?
Yeah, what's Detroit
I don't know.
I've
style?
never heard of Detroit style.
Well, Chicago is deep dish, right?
Bready pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Well,
my
what's
favorite.
Detroit?
I want more carbs with my...
Well, let me tell you what it is. So the name of this place is Lions, Tigers, and Squares, which is funny.
Is it square pizza?
Yes, it's square pizza. And its latest creation is pizza with, get this, mustard instead of tomato
Which
sauce.
I thought that was super weird, but hold tight. Listen to the rest.
Mustard pizza with mustard instead of tomato sauce, topped with, get this, corned beef, sauerkraut, and cheese.
I wasn't in until I heard the rest of the ingredients.
It says, is this a stroke of genius or a step too far?
I think it's genius.
So give us a heart if you would eat mustard, corned beef, sauerkraut pizza. Give me a laughy face.
Just like that?
If
You have
you're
to
not,
make that noise at home,
if
too.
you're not going to eat that.
All over the United States. Wives are just
Yes.
howling.
Yeah, are you
Is
eating?
she knocking?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
knocking because we're...
Go to bed!
Child number 2 is knocking the wall to let us know that we're making too much noise for her.
Go to bed, child! Windsor, Detroit has some of the best za in the world, Connie says. It's a mixed bag. We've got... Where are we going?
I don't know.
Where
There's lots
are
of
we-
screens
where
and
are
the
we
cameras
going?
are moving around.
Just relax.
Where are we going? All right, so I have to say this
I
is
gotta
a
go
bit
grab
of-
my wine. I'm leaving you in bed with my husband.
Oh!
All right, Elena. I'll keep my hands to myself.
Oh. That's also what she said. Uh-huh. All right.
Oh, that's horrible. I'd rather eat vomit.
Oh!
No, Shelly, I'd like to know how you really feel.
Yeah, that's serious.
Detroit style is rectangular
And looks Sicilian. All right. Northern thing. My mom would love this. Me, born and raised in the South, no ma'am. All
I
right.
think it sounds good.
I think it's a solid
I think
split.
I could eat sauerkraut on lots of things.
I love sauerkraut.
I really enjoy sauerkraut.
I
like
do.
not just on like sausage or whatever. Like I like it.
Yeah.
I think I just want sandwiches with sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut. I like the sandwich from Jason's
Does sauerkraut
Deli.
have lots of salt?
Oh, it has to. It's pickled. Back to the
But
pickling
pickle
again.
just means vinegar.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. All right. So, moving on. You guys have all been to a McDonald's. I'm going to guess everybody in here has been to a McDonald's. And they always have those big promotional, like, poster-sized ads
Yes.
on the wall, right? Like with people and, like happy people eating their McDoubles or their whatevers. And they're like, fries and a Coca-Cola. You know, they've got that.
But I feel
face.
like I never look like the people in the pictures when I get my fries. Like, I feel like anytime I'm ever at a McDonald's, it's like one of my worst days. Do you know what I mean? It's like I just got done, like, painting a house. Or like,
that is true. Every
or
time
like-
we do a project,
Right,
at the end of the
or like-
project, it's like, who's going to McDonald's?
right, or like digging a pit.
That's true.
Or like,
That's
you know,
true.
I don't know.
So get this. These two guys, I'm going to say this wrong, Jev Maravilla and his friend Christian Toledo
I love Christian's name. That's fine. What's your name? Christian Toledo.
decided to hang a
Carmen
fake
San Diego.
promotional poster of themselves at a local McDonald's in Houston, Texas. I know my Texas ladies are in here, okay? So listen up. While many have gotten a laugh out of the prank, Maravilla and Toledo, who are both Filipino Americans, used the opportunity to make a statement about the lack of Asian representation in the company's advertising. So get this though, here's the really funny part. They put it up, took a picture. It lasted before any McDonald's employee realized this was not an actual promotional poster for 50 days. Literally for 50 days it hung in this Houston
Well, then
McDonald's
that means they-
and nobody knew it didn't belong
means
there.
They made a really good ad.
They did.
And McDonald's corporate should
Look
be
at the
reaching
ad.
out.
There
Yeah.
it is. And it looked great, but they kept
Gosh,
going
it's
in.
really big.
That's-
Like it's
it's
not
massive.
Like, it's like a full-size ad.
And
Yeah,
so
they didn't mess around.
literally, yeah, so literally 50
How
days.
did that hang for 50 days and nobody?
50
How
days.
did nobody see them hanging it?
50 That's another
We were like,
question.
you were like, cashier, look over there
Yeah,
for
I
10
don't know.
minutes.
I don't know.
When I was looking at
You
it,
need power tools to hang that.
no, when I was looking at it, there was a picture of him with a McDonald's shirt on, saying, "I was the regional supervisor today."
Oh,
And he
he
was
did.
like installing
He
it.
fibber-dibbed, and he was pretending to be an employee. But it was a good ad. They hung it, and I have news for you. It stood for 50 days, and nobody knew. All right.
Elena, we were very
Thank
nice
you,
to your
Dawn.
husband, yes, while you left us alone.
Oh, Lord. Oh, it's Elena that said
Yeah.
that? Oh, that's fine. It's totally cool.
It's
All right.
cool. It's cool.
So, Twitter was ablaze with happy parents because this week, for the rest of the country, it was back to school. So, I took some of the tweets that were most retweeted and liked on Twitter for back to school. First one says, "I love my children. so much. We had an amazing summer and made so many great, genuine family memories. But after spending a full week with them on an island with no Wi-Fi and no friends, I'm ready for back to school now. Go to school.
She was done.
She was done. Ready to see my kids carry their burp burp back to school. Next, don't get me wrong, I love my kids, but I'm so
Anytime
happy.
I start a sentence with, don't get me wrong, I love my kid, I'm about to say something really mean about my kid.
She says, I am so happy they are going back to school. As a parent, if you aren't excited for your kids to go back to school, you haven't spent long enough time with them. Update. This is from a kid. Update. As soon as I closed the door to leave for school, I heard my parents yelling and cheering. That is hilarious. So literally the kid got out the door and they were like, woo!
Party up in here.
Then there was another tweet that said, hey, don't come home. We're having a back to school party and you're not invited. And that was also from the parents.
It's pretty funny.
So I thought that was
They're
great.
wishing you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Happy birthday. I did not have a cake. We're gonna eat it tomorrow.
We're gonna have a cake tomorrow.
We're gonna eat it tomorrow. My kids were really sad that I didn't get a birthday cake tonight because they wanted to eat it.
That means they didn't get birthday cake.
All right. So this next story made viral
Every time
news.
somebody writes Jeffrey that way, I always want to say Joffrey.
Joffrey? Oh,
it's
like
Joffrey.
Like
King
Game
Joffrey.
of Thrones? No.
Like King Joffrey.
Don't do that.
He was terrible.
He was terrible.
He deserved everything that he got.
Oh. So, this made viral sensation news this week. Jeffrey Owens, who first gained fame in the 1980s thanks to his reoccurring role on The Cosby Show, he was the daughter's husband,
Yes.
who was a doctor.
Yes.
And he basically, somebody saw him in a Trader Joe's last week, and she said to her wife, I think that's the guy from The Cosby Show. And sure enough, it was. And so she took a picture of him bagging groceries at Trader Joe's, and it went viral. And people were, like, divided. Some people thought it was fantastic to see a highly renowned actor out just doing a day job.
Yeah.
Others shamed him for working at a Trader Joe's.
I don't get this. I don't get the shaming. What's shameful about it? He had a job.
And at Trader Joe's, which is so much fun. Like, who
place.
doesn't want to just hang out at Trader Joe's? BT Dub, we have to go back soon because they're going to have the cranberry goat cheese log. It's my fave. Just saying, if you've never been to a Trader Joe's,
you never have too much.
You got to go get the goat cheese and cranberry log. It's Christmassy. All right. But the point is, people responded, and I think he was on GMA, if I'm correct. I believe he was on GMA. I watched him get interviewed. And he was just talking about how in between gigs, you got to have a job. You got to work. And he goes, I like Trader Joe's. It's a good job. I like talking with people, chatting. But get this. Tyler Perry saw the interview, and he tweeted at him, #Jeffrey Owens, I'm about to start shooting OWN's #1 drama next week. Come join us. I have so much respect for people who hustle between gigs. The measure of a true artist.
Do you know the best part about that? He didn't have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
The Good Morning America anchor that was interviewing had
really?
to tell him
Yeah,
that
he doesn't have, he's not on Twitter.
She was like, so did you know that Tyler Perry offered you work?
Yeah. And he was like, no, but that sounds great.
Okay.
So then he did get with Tyler.
Yeah, they have connected.
I'm going to have to get that shift off.
Yeah.
Well, and then they are going to work together. But that's the other thing that's so great. Dude doesn't have a Twitter account. Like,
No.
I
love it.
Right, Karen. A job pays the bills, no shame. You know?
Right.
So to me, it's like,
not
are
proud.
you kidding me? Like, and it's Trader Joe's. I would spend my paycheck. That's like if I worked at Target or if I...
What? Love the Trader Joe's peach Bellini? I have not had this.
Whoa.
My earth is shattered. We need to know about this.
We have to go. We can put that on the list. All right.
We'll be near one tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll stop in. They won't have the goat cheese yet,
Just
but
do
I'll
the
look.
pop in.
Yeah. All right. So this was a really
this is
sweet
so
story.
Sweet.
So during morning rounds at Lucille Packard Children's Hospital, Stanford, last month, pediatrics resident Brandon Seminatore and nurse Vilma Wong met, and nurse Vilma says to him, I think I know you.
I know you.
And he says, no, I'm sorry.
Mind you, there's a big age difference between these two. She's 54, and he's 28. And she's like, no, I definitely know you.
And he says, no, I don't know. I don't think so. And she goes, no, was your dad a cop? And he goes,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
retired. And your mom, a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, I know you. You were a 29-week preemie who weighed 2 pounds, 6 ounces. I was your NICU nurse.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's no way. And so he calls his mom and says, Mom, I think this nurse is crazy. She says that she's the NICU nurse that had me. And Vilma?
Like,
Was that Vilma?
I love Vilma.
She was our favorite nurse. The dad sent a picture to him, texted him a picture.
Like Vilma holding him?
Of Vilma holding the baby.
Aww.
And now they work together. So can I just say, give me a break. It's adorable. Do you have the baby picture?
It's up there.
Okay. There it is.
That's adorable.
She's holding the tiny little preemie. So now they get to work together.
Aww.
Is that not the neatest story?
That's the sweetest story ever. I love it.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know. We touched it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
It's on there.
It's not. It's. I don't know. It's
The comments are working. It's fine.
It's fine. All right. Moving on. We also have this. I love the peach Bellini hand soap. Oh my gosh.
I pretty much love everything Peach Bellini.
I didn't know that there was peach Bellini. That would be dangerous. I can't eat soap.
I could legally make my name Peach Bellini. That would be a great drag name.
Oh.
What's your name? Peach Bellini.
Yeah, it is. All right. So apparently the parents at, let me get this right, Auburn High School.
This woman's a genius. This PTO president
The
is
PTO
a
president
genius.
at the Auburn High School basically said she was sick and tired of hearing about how people don't want to fundraise. So she did this. She created the Optout Fundraiser of 2018-2019, which I completely agree with. First line of the letter: don't want to sell anything, bake anything, buy anything, or generally avoid fundraising of any kind? We feel the same way. This year, you can opt out of a traditional fundraising by making a donation that will 100% directly benefit Auburn High School. So number one, it says you can write in, you can check this off. I love this school and I'm happy to help, so here's $15. Email me here and I'll come join you for a fundraiser. The next line, we are so busy, quote, or lazy, and wouldn't have responded to any phone calls, emails, or sign-ups or lists. So please just take my $25 donation. Here's the next one. Here's $50 or more. Please forget my name, my face, and do not ask me for anything all year. I'm not going to give you my email address.
I feel like this would encourage me to give them. This is, you know, like whenever you get those things where it's like you can give $10 or $20 or $50, and you're usually like, man, I'll do the middle one, right? Like, yeah. I feel like this is the one time where I'd be like 75. Like, I'd just be like, more than you asked.
Yeah.
Like,
well, my kids' schools actually this year said, if you do not want to participate in the fundraiser, you can give to the PTO and donate XYZ per kid. And I was like, yes.
Done. Yeah.
Done. Because I already straight up told my kids, you're not selling any cookies this year. I'm not doing it. I don't want them in my freezer. I don't want to have to deliver them to your freezer. And I'm not participating. And so they handed over the letter and I was like, yes, yes, yes. Check, check, check. Here you go.
I did
my face.
At Mason School, I just went in and got them like their $100 worth of stuff, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing anything.
I'd happily help you and have all of the proceeds go to your school versus a fundraising program. That's how I feel about it. All right.
Yep. I always wondered that too, like when your kid sells a Yankee Candle for some god-awful amount of money, like how much money the school actually
That's what
gets.
I don't understand, and I'm just not a fan of that.
I'd rather
also, they can get some rubber duck on a string.
I'd just rather give the school a check.
I can just buy a box of rubber ducks at Oriental Trading Company, and I'll just throw them at the kids.
Just go to the school and just
here, you get a duck, and you get a duck. And guess what? You don't have to sell cookies. Aha! Duck, duck, duck. Yeah, sorry. All right, moving on. So, Judy Garland's red sparkly shoes.
So I feel like from the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the Wizard of Oz, Judy Garland. I don't know. Is this a thing that I know because I'm weird, or everybody knows that her shoes got stolen?
I had no idea. I was just going to say I was impressed that you knew.
I totally knew.
So her slippers, that's what they were called. Red
ruby
ruby slippers from Wizard of Oz were stolen back in 2005. Okay? Apparently, and they've not given reports as to who stole them, which is kind of weird. But they said that they were stolen.
Maybe it was one of those things where like the thief was like super guilty. It was like Telltale Heart. They were tap dancing under his floorboards, and he was like, I have to return them.
Or maybe it was an employee.
They were click-clacking to be returned to home.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like... And home was the Judy Garland Museum in Grand Rapids. And so it belonged to a memorabilia collector, Michael Shaw, and they were on loan to the museum, which is Garland's birthplace. Well, they got stolen. And guess what? They were returned. And so Shaw, who had reported them stolen back in 2005, he had them insured. So
well, that was good. At least he had them insured.
$800,000.
Which you hear that and you go, well, at least he got a chunk of change for his missing shoes.
Well, the shoes were returned, and he then had to give them to the insurance company because they gave him the $800,000.
Right, so now they're theirs.
Well, and now the insurance company is holding a 2005 pair of Judy Garland red slippers that are worth $2 million. So they said on the market.
I think that is one of the few times where the insurance company made out better after the claim was paid.
For surezies McTurzies. So there was supposed to be, and I didn't go back and check on the story, but there was supposed to be an update about the thief.
I wonder if the insurance company would like give them back for the premium back. Donna says her cheer team is selling the candles and it's $10. That's what they make on each candle. See, but then
but they're like 22,
right? So like I would rather just give the school or the cheer team or the whoever $25. Right.
Yeah.
15.
Well, whatever the cost of the candle is, I'd rather just give that all to the because I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, Linda saw the news conference. Says they're still looking for the thief.
I was just going to say, how did it get back?
The thief was just I'm telling you, they were click-clacking to go home, and he was like, I gotta say these.
That was a long time. That was 13 years ago they were stolen.
It was slowly rotting, his conscience. I'm telling you, it's just like Edgar Allan Poe. There was the crow was cawing, and
at night,
there were telltale heartache.
At night, he'd hear Judy Garland's voice saying, "There's no place like home." Well, I don't know. Whatevs. It's obviously those are high-profile shoes to steal. So
he kept seeing dogs, thinking they were Toto.
Toto. All right.
It got really dark.
He could never own a Yorkshire Terrier.
No, or a bicycle with a basket.
Or put up a scarecrow in his yard.
No.
Or use
and
oil
the
can.
zoo, lions, terrifying.
Yeah, can't have an oil can. He's got a creaky door.
See the video of the lions that climbed into what was in the Czech Republic, in the Ukraine. This couple's on like one of those safari things where you're driving through the park. The lion just crawls into the car with them and it's like, ha! Yeah.
No.
In the car with them?
Another reason I'm not gonna ever do a safari.
Well, I'll just avoid that in the Ukraine.
Anywhere, I avoid them. All right, so a guy in Virginia took the saying, "You kids get off my lawn" a little too far. Apparently, his house and lawn are at the crossroads of the bus stop. So his lot literally sits at the bus stop where the sidewalk.
It's gotta stink to be the cranky old man in your house.
He's not old.
He wasn't old.
He's like 30.
He's just the cranky man. He's just the cranky man.
He said that the kids have been walking through his yard to get to the bus stop, leaving trash. They're Pop-Tart wrappers and they're this and they're that and cans of soda and whatever. Yeah. And he was really ticked because he has to go out into the yard and pick up the trash.
I'd like these children to behave like adults.
So he said, I told them several times to pick up their trash. They didn't. So I did what any reasonable individual would do, and I put up an electric fence. And it wasn't a small one either. It was like
awesome.
Really big. And he
put up an electric fence to keep children out.
He put up an electric fence, and not only did he put up an electric fence, but he did it straight to the sidewalk, so there was like no grass for them to walk.
It was like on the.
So the only thing they could do is if he's in the easement.
Well, that's essentially what they told him.
Well, that's what they said.
They're like,
they
look,
go,
we can't stop you from having this, but you're like on the public property with it. Like, back it up.
Maybe we don't electrocute kids today. I don't know. I'm just saying. So the guy was really upset, and then all of the parents start coming to the bus stop, and they're like, are you kidding me? And he's like, your kids are slobs. They throw stuff in my yard. And he's like, our kids are going to get electrocuted. And he's like, only if they step on my property. And it's like, what? So they did convince him. I'd be mad too, David said. That's
right.
But here's the thing. You don't want
Donna's 11-year-old saw this and sided with the homeowner. Said the kids should have been cleaner.
They should have. But here's the thing. Come on, you really gonna watch a kid get electrocuted?
Maybe if it was just like when people put the security.
This guy is my spirit animal.
Maybe it's like when the people put the ADT sign out in front of their house, but there's really no.
Oh no! There was a solar-powered battery that sat right there to prove works.
So works. Some bird landed and he made rotisserie.
Yeah, legit.
I want to when I retire. I'm going to build a speed bump in front of my house, and I'm going to sit in my garage, and I'm just going to watch people.
Just going to be angry?
I'm not going to be angry. Be happy. I'm going to be watching my speed bump.
He's going to watch the speed bump, so if they go over it too quickly, it bottoms out their car.
So you're just going to be a mean old man.
Not mean. I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, to watch them do that.
To watch them ruin
He
their
said
cars.
he had a no trespassing sign posted on his property. It didn't help. The fence will do it, he said.
The fence. Meanwhile, those parents are now telling their kids, don't go anywhere near that man's yard.
Yeah. They go, I understand his concerns. I just don't think he understood the neighbors' concerns about, their kids getting shocked. All right, moving on. Florida man.
Oh, Florida man.
Florida man. Authorities say a Florida man has been arrested for being belligerent. Belligerent. He gave his girlfriend a wet willy. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't know what a wet willy is...
Don't do it to me.
Well, they don't know. I have to show them.
Don't you actually do it? It's super gross.
Okay,
I'll vomit on your table.
I have an instructional guide. So all of you that are sitting next...
I thought I was going to have to show you.
All of you that are sitting next to your husbands, you can show them, right? The instructional guide is up. I'll make it a little larger so that you can see it. So that everyone can see it.
Oh, Lord. Why does that person have such big ears?
Well, that's not the guide. So there is a 2-step process. Do not undervalue step 1. Because if you undervalue step 1, then you're just poking someone in the side of the head.
You have to thoroughly salivate on your finger of choice for said wet willy.
It just makes me want to puke.
So listen to the rest of the story. A St. Lucie County Sheriff's deputy went to a home after Joseph Ceresi's girlfriend told authorities he was drunk on the living room floor when she returned home from work.
It was a Tuesday.
According to an affidavit, she said Ceresi accompanied her and her daughter to another home where Ceresi continued to be belligerent and drunk. On the way home, he grabbed her hand.
He sounds like a real winner. I
Pulled
don't know
her
where
arm,
this relationship went south.
Pulled her closer to him and gave her an extremely intrusive wet willy. The daughter confirmed the mother's accounts. Their names were not released. Ceresi was charged with battery. He declined to give a written statement, but said clearly, I was not drunk.
See, here's my issue with this.
I give sober wet willies.
I give sober willies. Here's my issue. That's what she said.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I have issue with this because cline something was not right at home if you gave your girlfriend a wet willy and she was like, that's it, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah.
It was like, that was the line. The line was when you put your wet finger in my ear.
Wait. Do you want to hear a grosser? Do you want to hear a gross? That's not a word,
Probably
is it?
not.
More gross?
More
Grosser?
gross.
Story? Okay, so I don't think you've ever given me a wet willy. Maybe you have. Yeah, playing around, you definitely have done that. And it's offensive, but not as offensive as when my husband will stick...
Why are you telling this super gross story?
Do you know what story I'm going to tell?
No.
He does this to the kids all the time. He sticks his finger in his belly button. and then he rubs it on the kids because he has an innie and it collects lint. So he will literally... So it's
like the belly button fuzz?
He takes belly button fuzz and he rubs it on the kids. Isn't that gross?
You can brush that off. The wet willy is grosser. It's wet.
I don't want belly button lint on me. And I have an Audi. Oh, you can't see it. But
you don't really have an Audi.
Well, it's not an innie enough. You just have a
shallow innie.
It's not an innie enough.
You just have a shallow innie.
His goes like 3.5 miles. It's like, what is going on? Why does your belly button go in so far? So, let's play this before we go.
Happy birthday, Amy.
If you have an innie, give me a thumbs up. If you have a shallow or Audi, give me a heart. I just want to know because it's apparently based on the...
Maybe you're like that show on CW where like you were never really born, so you didn't have an umbilical cord, so you don't have any belly button. It's just flat.
I have a belly button. It's right here.
Okay.
It's just shallow.
Just ruined my story.
No, it's there. But it doesn't collect lint. All right, we've got lots of thumbs ups.
Is it more common to have an innie or an outie?
I don't know.
We should Google that. Oh my gosh, I don't see any. Oh, there's a heart. There's a heart. Oh, they're few and far in between.
Oh my God, my grandpa did that.
Wendy said, ew.
Boys are gross.
Yes.
Yes, Elena.
Elena says her husband does it. My husband does it too. Oh my gosh, it's a husband king.
She calls her husband's the Grand Canyon.
I don't think mine like is big enough to like save things in there.
I don't know. It's kind of deep.
I've never pulled out wads of stuff.
It's because I'm a little hairy.
You're
so
very
hair
hairy.
holds it in?
Oh, last story. So we're in the car, and I went to pat my oldest son's knee, and I said, "Oh my gosh, your legs are awfully hairy." And he goes, "No, they're not." And I'm like, "Yeah, you got some rockin' hairy legs there." And Dave goes, "Don't worry, your back and your butt's gonna get a lot of hair too." And he went like this. Oh! And he goes, "It's okay. You're gonna love it. Sometimes you sit down and your butt gets itchy because you're like, there's hair on there." And he was mortified. He was like, "What do you mean you get hair?"
Well, that was like, so the business manager's bald, has no hair. Now, most of that is by choice because he's shaving it, but he would definitely have some patches if it was grown in. So Matthias comes out and he's like, "Isn't my hair look great?" And I'm like, "Yeah, enjoy it." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Well, enjoy it. Look at your dad." And he's like, "So?" And I'm like, "Do you not know how this works?" I was like, "You're looking into the future right now."
Right.
Yep. He was shattered.
This is your life.
He was like, "I don't understand. You're saying I'm going to be bald?" And I was like, "It's very likely."
Yeah, I wonder what the actual
It's high.
I don't know.
Percentage
Male
is.
pattern baldness is like a trend line.
It's your maternal
grandfather,
I think, who was very bald for me.
He's
so then he may not be.
No, our maternal grandfather. Is that a thing? Are you just telling a lie?
we maybe made it up.
I think
we made that up.
All right. Oh, thank you, honey.
All right.
Hey.
I watched the Matthew McConaughey movie the other night.
I have a shower.
Oh, it was Interstellar. What a turd. You can pass. I like Matthew McConaughey. That movie was a turd.
A turd of a movie. I couldn't. I'm trying to read these.
Mine has a crater for a belly button.
Yeah. All right. So after party, head on over.
Did you tell about Jacksonville?
Oh, I was gonna sell tickets to the Jacksonville show, except it's sold out. I got so excited when I saw it. So we are so pumped to see you guys October 4th in Jacksonville. It is going to be a blast. I can't wait. Thank you to everybody who purchased a ticket. I cannot wait to meet all of you. This is going to be so fun. And we are going to just have lots of drinks and parties.
Yeah.
Mom's night out.
I'm hiccuping and all I had was cranberry juice.
All right, guys. Have a great day. After party. It's after party. It's after party. Don't stop. What?